4 of the 6 officers who brought down Bonnie and Clyde. On the left, Deputy Sheriff Oakley. Next, Sheriff Jordan, in whose parish in Louisiana Bonnie and Clyde met their death. Next to Sheriff Jordan is Deputy Sheriff Bob Alcorn of Dallas County, Texas, upon whose shoulders rested the tremendous responsibility of positively identifying Bonnie and Clyde as they came down the road. He was the only man in the party who knew Barrow and Bonnie on sight. Not a gun could be fired until he gave the word. At the right is Alcorn's partner, Deputy Sheriff Ted Hinton of Dallas County, Texas, who with Alcorn trailed Bonnie and Clyde for many months. Sheriff Smoot Smith of Dallas County, Texas, who among all peace officers was most heavily obligated to apprehend the Barrow Gang. He fulfilled that obligation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce 2 of my deputies, R.F. Bob Alcorn and Ted Hinton, who over 2 months ago were assigned to catch Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker, 2 of the South's worst killers. This was terminated in their apprehension day before yesterday in the state of Louisiana.
Many other officers of several different states deserve a lot of credit that have worked and cooperated with the officers that participated in the apprehension of the 2 worst criminals the Southwest has ever known. In view of the fact that these criminals have been directly responsible for the killing of many of our brother officers, we felt it our duty to do our best to stop their terrorism, which has extended over a period of some 26 or 27 months. Each and every officer present at the time of the capture deserves the same credit, as we all did our best. I regret that we couldn't have taken them alive, but that was impossible. I further regret that there was a woman that had to be killed, which couldn't have been helped.
There is not much to say now. It is all over. The ends of law and justice have been served. We fulfilled our duties of officers of the law and carried out our orders of Sheriff Smoot Smith. I can truthfully say that we went through hell and came back.
Thousands attend the homecoming of Clyde Barrow. In this Dallas funeral home, his body lies as a never-ending line of men, women, and children from every walk of life file by his casket for a fleeting glimpse of the boy who had wrought so much death and destruction. Everyone wanted to see how such a bad boy looked in death. In life, his very presence would have struck fear to their hearts, but now they fear him not. Clyde's body is borne to the grave. Again, tragedy and shame descend upon his aged father and mother. Like his brother Buck, he died at the hands of the law. Do you suppose a child was ever born that the parents did not immediately begin to dream of the purposeful life that child would lead, and of how proud they would be to watch that life unfold? In every mother's lap there sits a future president, and no father ever dreamed that the little fellow holding his hand would ever become a gangster. And yet, it is the paradox of life that from the day your child comes into this world, a million conflicting influences begin to mold his character. The soul of that child becomes a battleground on which God and the devil fight for final victory. It is to be hoped that Clyde's younger brother, who is here shown attempting to console his mother, may yet vindicate the name of Barrow and make it stand for something in the community besides crime and murder. It is to be hoped that he will be able to withstand the temptation of easy money and the pleadings of the devil and bring some measure of sunshine and happiness to the lives of his aged parents in their declining years. At another funeral home in Dallas, 3 miles across the city from where Clyde's body lay, lies the body of Bonnie Parker, and here the crowd is even greater. As far as is recorded, Bonnie Parker was the worst woman bandit since the days of Belle Starr. She is the only woman ever to be shot down by officers of the law in attempted capture. Bonnie's burial was attended only by close friends and relatives, which numbered about 150 people, including her sister, Billy Mace, who is now a prisoner of the law, charged with the killing of 2 state highway patrolmen, of which her sister Bonnie had already been accused. Billy Mace is attended at the funeral by 2 deputy sheriffs and a matron of the jail. Clyde Barrow's mother and father, seen in the foreground, and his brother, also pay their respects to the girl who was Clyde's only friend and who died by his side. in the last few words of Bonnie's own poem, which she penned before her death. To a few, it means grief. To the law, it's relief. But it's death to Bonnie and Clyde. Truly, crime does not pay.